Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury retrograde reading for you and seeing how this retrograde will be affecting you. The retrograde is from June 18th to July 12th. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now, before we dive into this reading, as you can see, the setup is a bit different. I'm going to start with the Tibetan singing bowl to raise the energy vibration of this reading and in this room and of ourselves, just to give us a calm, beautiful basis for which to start with. I love that. I can always feel it right in my heart chakra. It's beautiful. All right, so let's dive into this reading, see what your angels and your spirit guides have to say about this time. So we're going to be starting with your chakra cards, okay? So let's see. How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Guide this reading. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, this one right here that jumped up. Relationships. Ooh, I love it. Right? It's the sacral chakra coming forward. Relationships are going to be absolutely key for you during this time, and it's a tightening of relationships. Yes, the Mercury retrograde can make communications hard, can make it feel like everything is challenging, but you're also going to see what you're truly wanting to put the effort into. And I don't mean that in a dismissive way. I mean that in a very beautiful way. It's kind of like when you say something to somebody or when there's a miscommunication, the people that you're sitting there and you're like, oh wow, I really need to rectify that with them, or we need to delve deeper into that, you're going to see that those relationships mean the most to you. Not the people where you sit there and you're like, oh, it's just another argument, it's just another drama, it's just another trauma, and you're going to find the relationships that strengthen you and the relationships that weaken you. And here, you're moving towards the strengthening of the relationships that you want within your life. Now for the tarot. How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Bless this reading. Alright, that's it. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is at the beginning of Mercury retrograde, the middle, and the end. The Hierophant. I love it. The strength. Okay. This is an Aries energy, March 21st to April 19th. Five of Swords. Interesting. Page of Pentacles, that's you. You're definitely taking this gift. I love that you're right underneath it. And it is a gift that's just for you, but it's also a power that's calling to you. Yeah, you move forward with it. Knight of Pentacles. And it leads you to the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. It leads you to such a blessing. Moon card. Fear. Knight of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strong pull to an Aries. Could be to a father figure or to somebody who holds just a lot of power. Okay? And then we have the Two of Wands. You hold the whole world in your hand, quite literally. And what's so beautiful is that here, at the ending, it's like the world is not small. No, you're not small within this world. It's like you are not insignificant. You hold the world in your hand. There's power, there's strength, there's beauty to you. There really is. And that can also be seen with the world being held in the hand, the gift being held in the hand, the pentacle being held in the page's hand and in the knight's hand. There's a lot of looking at things and seeing where your passion is, where your prosperity is, what you desire, what you need. And that moves you forward. You are crowned here. Your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra is crowned with success, is given a gift of prosperity, abundance, beauty, what you desire, what you need. And you're really making that clear. You're also making that a priority. Again, you're weeding out the chaos, what you don't want, what you don't need. And as you do so, you're becoming a student of the gifts being handed to you, of what's truly important to you, of what you desire in your life, of what you need in your soul, what is a part of your prosperous, beautiful, powerful Capricorn self. And yes, you are being a student, okay? So this is a time where you are diving deep into things. You are looking more deeply into what you want, what you need, what you desire. You are studying. This is a time where, yes, miscommunications can arise, but your genius will always be seen, okay? They might sit there and be like, wow, I don't understand how they got there or why this happened, but Capricorn, you pulled through. Because you are pulling through during this time. There is a sense of determination, of dedication to you, and it comes from the blessings that you are taking. It comes from the seeds that you are planting. And seeds of doubt, because you have the moon card right here, seeds of doubt are always given to us. We don't need to plant them. They don't need to be part of our gardens, of ourselves. And so, yes, we fear. And it's a primordial? I think I'm saying that word wrong. But it is an ancient wiring of our brain to fear. Okay? People who don't fear, who absolutely have no fear, they actually have something wrong with the way their brain is functioning. So here, with the moon, it's saying you will fear. And with the lobster, it's showing you will fear. There is always fear planted within us. There is always fear that tries to overwhelm us. But you see how this almost looks like a pentacle? The golden disc in the sky. You hold your sun and your moon. You're facing your fears. And that's what a lot of this Mercury retrograde is about for you, Capricorn. You're facing your fears. You're facing what has overwhelmed you, what you may have wanted to run away from. And you're saying no. Because you're seeing them, the dogs baying to the moon. And as you see them, your grace, your majesty, your brilliance shows. You will not be held back. You will not be kept silent. And your fear, it's like feel the fear and do it anyway. It's like if somebody were to ask me what I was afraid of, it would be absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. But there's still a need to jump, to go, to live, to be. And this is not being silenced. This is not being, held back. This is embracing. And you will see that it starts, it opens up your third eye chakra. It opens up what you desire, what you need. And as it does so, you are crowned with this success, with this power. And you become... My goodness, I don't know why that's bothering me. Okay, so I had to have that perfectly straight. Just know, you're going to sit there and pick just a little bit at the small things, okay? While you're on this path, it's to kind of divert yourself from fear. It's to divert yourself from the bigger picture. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden something that's rather insignificant becomes tremendously time-consuming, important, just intense. So just be mindful of that during this time. We have the Aries energy right here. Now, Aries is a powerhouse, right? Aries is the god of war in Aries. In Greek mythology, I was like, Aries and Mars, which one? In Greek mythology. And so here, it's like you're expecting battles, and you do have them. Actually, you have something come up, and it's soul related. It's kind of like a life lesson. It is a life lesson, actually. It's not kind of like it. It is a life lesson that comes up as this gift is handed to you, and you're like, oh, not again. But there's such ferocity to you. There's such a dedication, a determination to you that you will not be held back. Now, it can be from an authoritative figure, okay? This is the, quintessential father energy, okay, paternal energy coming forward. This is the sacred masculine. Also, tuning into the sacred masculine for you, Capricorn, is going to be very beneficial. okay? How you see masculine energy and tapping into that in a very positive, very productive way. Looking at your throne, looking at the ruler that you want to be within your life and saying, tyrant or benevolent? Tyrant or caring, understanding? How do I want to be to those around me, to myself? What are my relationships? And how do I move forward in the beauty of my relationships? And this is slowly and steadily moving towards your goals, moving towards what you desire. And that can seem very different at times than the Knight of Wands, than your passions, than your creativity. You might actually feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. Things are overwhelming. And you might feel like you can be heading in a very different direction than somebody who you rather want to please, okay? Their opinion does matter to you. And this can be a time where you sit there and you're like, listen, do I value their opinion of me or of what I'm doing over my opinion of myself? And that can be a really real question because you're facing fears as you embrace your gifts, as you move forward. And as you do so, it's like, okay, you can be going in different directions than this fire sign energy, and that's okay. But you're also going to see that your practicality and your intuitive, creative self, okay, your like inspiration for living can feel to be going in two very different ways. Why? You're going to want to meet that head on because what's happening, oh, I see why. Okay. So what's happening here is they're actually not going into different ways, though it's going to feel like that at times because you're heading here right towards the Ten of Pentacles. Wealth, prosperity that lasts for generations. Here, you're looking at your fears and why they keep you held back from the world that you want to create, the world that you desire. And so what happens with the Five of Swords is that you're looking at things, you're seeing what it is that you want, okay? But you're going to be meeting with drama that you thought you had left behind. You're going to be meeting with situations that you thought, why? Why am I here? You know, what do I want? You know, how do I move forward? And you're meeting with either people, okay? People who think they're better than you. Because in medieval times, if you let somebody leave a battle, okay? If you let them live, that's really what I'm saying here. If you let them live, you were beyond merciful. And mercy wasn't actually something that was valued. It just wasn't. You were supposed to be stronger, more, you know, tyrannical, more unyielding than the next person. Because that's what power was. And so here, letting them walk away, there's something, yeah, just this kindness that is about you, Capricorn. They see you as weak. And I'm not saying here you have to be stronger than them, you have to dominate the situation. No, I mean, I'm not about that at all. It's you let them walk away. And you say, I've handled this now in a way that my life path needs me to handle it. I haven't backed down. I am stronger than they thought that I was. But I'm not about this. There's something here, you're going to be tested. You really are. It's in communication, it's in knowing your mind, it's in knowing what you want. And as you're tested, you're going to look at the way that you want to move forward. And it's going to be, what are my true goals? What is the prosperity, the bounty, the beauty, the abundance that I want within my life? It's greater wisdom coming forward. It's seeing what it is that you desire. It's not being caught up in petty arguments or disagreements or, you know, wants of others. It's looking at the big picture. And as you look at it, it's like, wow, I have a kingdom. And your kingdom might be small, but it's yours. I'm just thinking of the Nordic saying, and as you guys know, it's one of my favorites. Better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. Better to be king of your world than servant to the unrealistic expectations that are thrust upon us. This is how your life should be. This is how you should be living. This is what you should desire. No. This is your happiness. This is what's important to you. This is what you desire. This is your truth. Embrace it. Move forward towards it. Because you hold the world in your hands, and the Mercury retrograde, on top of everything that has been happening in 2020, lets you see the world that you want, the place that you need to be, the truth that you desire, and lets you see that you are powerful, that you have this brilliance to you, and that you are brilliant. And as you see this, and as you understand it, okay, you are going to find that the fears that once held you from the wealth, from the prosperity. Now this is wealth or something you value as much as money coming in. It starts to shatter. it starts to shatter and you move forward. You move forward towards these dreams. Yes, you're going to be tested. Yes, old trauma dramas come back. It can even be a sense of, oh, but I'm supposed to be, unsteady on my feet. I've been always living in this state of waiting for the next shoe to drop, waiting for the next trauma to happen, waiting for the rug to be pulled out underneath me, waiting for the sorrow to come back in, the disappointment, the fear, the anger. I'm waiting for it. Where is it? And that's what you fear. You fear it coming back. And so, okay, if you let that fear take hold, you'll manifest it. You won't stand strong, okay? And the prosperity, the beauty, the bounty that you want, it comes, but not as sweetly. Know your worth, know your power, okay? You hold the world, and you're moving towards something exquisite. Let's see what your spirit animals have to say. How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. This one right here, the Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. You have been going through divine detours that have been leading you to where you're supposed to be, but it almost feels like it's been a wild and crazy ride. And yes, you're done with it because Capricorn, you're not really keen on wild and crazy rides. You don't mind them every now and then, but trust the divine detour. Trust the way Spirit and your angels are leading you, because it does. It leads you to a beautiful change, a beautiful power. And now for your botanical cards. Okay. How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Capricorn be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. All right. So we have here tribulations. Okay, trials and tribulations coming forward. We have here regenerating for moral and nettle. And then we have courage. With borage, I believe that's how you say it. Okay. So tribulations, trials, tribulations, doubts, fears come forward. You are regenerated. You are growing. You are finding your path. Regenerating your courage, your strength within yourself, the way that you want to see the world. And then courage comes forward. It's like, I am facing the fears that have held me back before, and I will not be kept from the beauty that I want within my life, from the passion that I desire. And as this comes over you, oh goodness, your subconscious chakra message is communication. Communicating with yourself, okay? Communicating with the people around you, knowing what it is that you deeply want, that you deeply desire. There's also going to be a lot of nonverbal communication. I want to say psychic communication, and that's what I'm going to say here. There's going to be a psychic communication that you have with people. You're going to be able to look at situations, look at people, and kind of sum things up really accurately, like spookily accurately, but also very powerfully. And as you embrace that way that you are now starting to communicate, you are embracing a deeper level of relationships, but also a deeper sense of your own truth, of your own power. And that leads you to the subconscious message of your spirit animals, which is the ant spirit. Time to collaborate. It's time to work with others. It's time to pull in, what you desire, what you want, the deeper meaning, the deeper, insight. And as you pull that in, the subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Four of Swords. You let yourself rest after battle. Life is a battle. Life is hard. It is overwhelming. You let yourself rest. You let yourself breathe in. look at, understand. And as you do, your subconscious botanical message says, rest, understand, look, and soothe. Chamomile. Okay? You might be having a hard time sleeping at night because of everything that you've been through and that waiting for the next shoe to drop, waiting for things to fall apart, okay? Or just being stressed. There's a lot on your plate. There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that you want to achieve and succeed at. Soothing. Soothing energy. Chamomile. Lavender. I love lavender tea. Drinking lavender and chamomile tea is so terribly soothing and so beautiful. Embracing that. Embracing that soothing of your spirit. That just kind of pampering of yourself is going to be really quite beautiful, and it lets you look at things not anxiously, not being overwhelmed, but it lets you look at everything that you've been through and give yourself the credit that you're due, Capricorn, to sit there and say, I've been through a war, the war of living, and I am strong and I am powerful and I am unstoppable, but I need to take care of me. This is also making sure you get a good night's sleeps. Alright, Capricorn, this was beautiful. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.